Now that we have good motivation for working on this type of problem, we're going to write out the steps to maximize or minimize a function f of xy with constraint g of xy equal to some constant c. And so the first step is actually just to make sure we're in the correct format. So make sure you're looking at some z equal to f of xy. You don't have the variable z in this. And some constant number c equal to g of xy. A lot of the time, you're not going to just be told g is this thing. So you do have to identify what g is and make sure it's equal to a constant number. And then you're going to calculate can't spell anything today. Calculate grad f and grad g, just from the f and g that you identified in the first step. And you're going to set grad f equal to lambda grad g for some variable lambda. What this is going to give you is two equations for the I hat and j hat components. These are vectors. You can't combine unlike components. And then just like before, we're going to have x and y we don't know, but we also introduced this lambda. So we actually have three unknowns. And so this should tell you right away that we're missing something after this step. And what we're going to also have to do is introduce a third equation, g of xy equals c. That was given to us. And that'll give us a third equation where we have three unknowns. And that's the kind of thing we can solve. That's not how you spell system. So we're going to solve the system of equations from 3 and 4. For the points x, y, and that unknown lambda. We actually don't really care what the value of lambda is. We just need to solve it when we set up all these equations. And then we're going to have to also find points x, y on the boundary of g of xy equal to c. That should feel kind of familiar from when we were looking for absolute maxima and minima. And this last step should as well. We found a collection of points from these three equations. We found some points examining the boundary, and we're just going to find the maximum or minimum, depending on what we want, by evaluating f of xy for all the points we just found. So from steps 5 and 6, we got a bunch of points, and we're just going to compute f of xy. And then after that, you're just going to identify the maximum or minimum, whichever you were instructed to find. And that's the complete list of steps to solve this type of a problem. Since we're going to have three equations with three unknowns in the middle of this, though, it is going to get to be quite long. And you'll get to see that with the next couple examples.